Boom, 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 boom. Reminisce show every Tuesday, usually at 7 p.m. live. But we a little bit late today, man. Might be late, but we right on time.
Yo, that's right.
Still coming live, you know what I'm saying? Out here, man. Go by Logic, and I'm here with my brother.
Mind Bender Supreme, living the
Yes.
dream, even if you can't see.
Hey, that's what's up, man. Even though in the glitches, Mercury retrograde and all that can't stop the movement, man. So we
Can't.
had a few hiccups, but it's all good, man. We're here pushing through regardless.
We here. I'm here. Trust me, fam. You can't see me, but you can feel me. I'm
That's
with
it,
you.
man.
I'm with you. Yeah,
100, man.
we life is good, man. Life is good. We had things to celebrate, but if you want to do a quick check in, real quick, how you feeling?
Yeah, no, I'm feeling really good, man. It's I don't know, like earlier this month, my energy level is kind of all over the place, but I feel at a balanced level. My nervous system is feeling good right now. Prioritizing self care. But I did hear that we're supposed to be expecting some snow, so there's that. So I may have to. I can't put away my snowsuit just yet. Still got to brace it, but I know that spring is on its way. I know that summer is around the corner, and I'm going to be outside. So that's what's getting me motivated and just ready for what's next, right? So yeah, man.
I agree with you. I totally agree with you. It feels like good times, and I mean, it feels like we also have the tools to deal with the rough times, because definitely not everything is good. There's some definite turmoil in the world, but we still gotta cherish the good times when we can and appreciate our blessings, and yeah, still take care of ourselves. So yeah,
Health is wealth, man.
health is wealth, man. Yo, for real. Worth the dead press.
True
So
indeed, man. And you
yeah.
like how you feel on your end?
I'm feeling real good, man. I feel really good, honestly. I've been having some good connections with some friends and lovers, and social life is good. And yeah, I like where my life's going. I like I'm in a happy place right now. Can honestly say that.
Peace.
And there's a little bit of me that's like, it's like, ugh. I mean, on one hand, I'm just really cherishing the blessings that have grown, but part of me is I hope I don't overcompensate and be like, I hope I'm not being like some massive horrible thing is around the corner. Uh, so so I'm just taking the good for what it is. So yeah,
True.
just in case.
No, I love that, man. Love that, man. Love that, man. So yeah, today we're gonna have like somewhat of a shorter session, but always a check-in regardless weekly.
Yep.
I mean, we can just set it off, man, with our experience this weekend. We had the opportunity to check out Shad K's sold out show in Toronto at the
Oh,
legendary Mod Club.
okay.
The renovation was looking nice.
Mhm.
The place was absolutely packed. And something that I really recognized in that venue was, well, for one, I felt like I was definitely in my demographic, you know what I mean, of like hip hop heads, like people who want lyrics, obviously we're at like an older demographic now, and I met a few friends that I haven't seen in person in a while, and we all kind of had like the similar thing, man. It's like, yo, I don't get out much, man, but for someone like Shad K, they know that they're going to get some quality music. They love hip hop, and they understand like the value of support, and
Yeah.
Shad K is one of those artists that's it, yeah, man. It's, like his music is just great on multiple levels, man. Multiple levels, man. So I got
You're
to give thanks
absolutely
for
you're,
that.
you're absolutely right. I just want to reiterate. There were times like I like to shout out lyrics. I like to rap along to songs for sure. And I was so happy. This was one of the times more so than almost any other concert in recent memory where I could stop and and like Shad hasn't performed in a while. I think it's maybe been about 2 years since I've seen a Shad show. But I've seen him, 7 or 8 times, maybe more. But this time I just kept stopping and I'm like, mad people are spitting these lyrics. Like
Yes.
I just stop and I'm like, I just hear people rapping along to this. And Shad's a very lyrical person, and there's not a line to waste. It's just full of bars and thoughts and observations and poetry and shout outs to family and messages. And I'm just like,
Right.
yo, that black dude that was, oh man, he was a real head, man. That young homie behind us.
Hey, man, we got you, man. We're going to play that interview just now. But just to build on what you're saying, the energy was just incredible. And Shad had his like family and whatnot. And what I loved about this show in particular was on the balcony, in the VIP section and whatnot.
Yes.
I saw like bare kids just chilling. You know what I'm
Yeah.
saying? I'm talking like under the age of like 10. You know what I'm
Yeah.
saying? Like just at a hip hop show. And to me, I'm like, that is so hip hop. Like this is where we're at right now. We need to bring the community back where it's safe and it's okay to bring kids to the hip hop show.
You're so right. You're
Yeah,
so
I can't say that I would do that like in these days. I'm super skeptical, but Shad K is one of those ones where it's like this is hip hop in every shape and form, from the consciousness to the playfulness, to the artistry, to just everything about it, like he definitely represents. And yeah, man, it was just such an incredible vibe.
Oh, I totally agree with that. I gotta shout. I gotta just double down on what you said right there because one, I looked up and I saw a shout out to Eternia,
Yeah.
who was there with her young one,
Yes.
and he was there with some headphones over his ears just so it's not
Yes.
too loud. But he was enjoying himself the whole time,
Oh man.
and I left with her and the little baby, and he was awesome. His vibe was great, and definitely that wasn't the only kid that I saw there up in there. I know Shad shouted out his kids up in there, and yeah, I'm saying this all to say, like, one, I totally agree with you because Shad doesn't have any swears in any of his rhymes, so
Yeah.
it's totally good for kids. There's
Yeah.
like there's really not a single line that obviously a kid won't understand every Shad reference. He gets hella deep, but like it's like whoa, like
But it's a vibe,
you're
man.
just absorbing good poetry, child. This is just good for you whether you understand it or not. And these kids were literally like a year or two younger than I was when I saw my first Public Enemy show.
Uh
And I was like, hey,
yeah.
yo, like, and I'm like, yes, of course, I would definitely put Shad in the same category as Public Enemy as far as good for all generations.
True indeed.
Yeah. Yeah, it was just music and vibes. He was funny, smart, everything. It was great.
Yeah, before I play this clip, I'll say, because whenever I watch artists, I like to, kind of like take in some of the subtleties, you know what I'm saying? And there was a moment like when Shadkey came on stage and like how receptive like the crowd was when they're like, get it, got it, good. And they're like chanting back and doing the call and response. He had this look on his face that was to me just pure black joy. You know what I'm saying? And I know I'll say this right now. Like I know we have a interview scheduled with Shad, so
Woo!
look out for that coming up. But that's something I want to bring up to him because it was like this genuine joy. And I know that feeling, when you're on stage and people are like reciting lyrics and really showing love to the hard work that he's been doing for 2 decades. He just had this like glee on his face that was just like, yo, this is what I'm talking about. Like that right there is what's missing from hip hop.
Yeah.
Like that pure, just genuine, like no facade, no nothing, just genuine joy, just full acceptance for who he is. You know what I mean? So
Oh man, you raise a wonderful point, and you're so right. You're so right. He loves his rhymes, and he should be very proud of the
yeah,
work he puts in, and he shows it. I just saw him sweating at some points, and I got really reminded. I got supercharged by his show. I was like, this man is putting his all into his rhymes,
100.
and you could hear it. And he's not like rapping over any vocals. He's not cutting corners. There's no hype man. It's just one raw MC with his mind and his heart and his skills and his truth all in
Yes,
one.
yes,
Boom.
yes,
And,
yes.
and he's like, and he's just like, this is me. Take it or leave it. My name is Shad, and this is how I rhyme. And everyone's like, we will take it.
That's it, man.
Yeah.
So with that being said, man, let's see this. I want to make sure that let me know if the audio is on point. I know sometimes this want to get weird, but let's see. Here we go. Good?
All good.
Okay. Packed, man, packed.
Rhyme up.
I don't know what to say. Thank you guys so much. So, the reason why I get to play tonight is because I put out an album last Halloween called Start Anew. But the real reason I get to play tonight is because I'm celebrating 20 years of you supporting me. So I want to thank you guys so much for that. It's been one of the great joys and privileges of my entire life to get to give you my best and have so much fun for 20 years, 2 decades. So tonight I just want to have some fun. I want to play some songs that bring us together, songs that we can celebrate to, songs that we can rock to. You down for that, Toronto?
I'm Bender Supreme for the Reminisce Show. We at the Shad Show at Mod Club, and I'm here with the big homie. What's your name, sir?
JoJo.
All right, JoJo, cool. We just saw an opening act, and you were saying you knew something about the opening act. What did you think of it?
I think his beats are impeccable, and like the themes of like the production regarding the drums, the samples, and all that. Dude, all this dude's production exudes is just nothing but pure masterclass level energy.
You're right, man. That was my first time seeing him. You said you've seen him before.
Yeah, totally.
Yeah.
I've seen him perform at the Hustle's 10-year anniversary show last August.
You're a real one.
And honestly, bro, his production level is outrageous.
Word. You're right. I got another question. We were talking about Shad songs. You were saying what songs will he perform? And you actually mentioned the old Prince, so you're a real Shad head. Tell me about your expectations for the Shad show, and what do you like most about Shad?
What I mostly like about Shad is not just his production game, but also love his lyrical content. Specifically, like the wordplays he spits here and there, and like just like the overall versatility. That's something that my younger self did not see growing up whenever I seen his videos on like Much Music back in the day.
Word up.
Especially with his songs like Yeah, I Get It, We, Myself, and I.
That's right.
And of course,
Keep Shining.
And of course, the old Prince still lives at home.
Yeah, you go all the way back.
Also, not to mention, Remember to Remember with Lights.
That's fire.
If y'all seen that on the Much Countdown, you're a real one just like me.
Yeah,
you dig?
That goes back. Yo, you're a real one, homie. So let's big you up, man. What do you do? Talk about yourself. Drop it to the people. Tell us, because you're a real head. Yo, we gotta show some love to the people.
I'm like a certified YN. You're the rich kid. But other than that, for those who are new here on Stolen from Africa, my name is JoJo Ojofeitimi, spelled JoJo Ojofeitimi, and I'm a Toronto-based multifaceted creative that does graphic design, video, and photo. So if you want some work done from yours truly, holla at me.
Yeah, where do they find you?
At JoJo Ojofeitimi on Instagram. That's JoJo Ojofeitimi. And for my art page, it's Artwork by JoJo, which is spelled ARTWRK by JoJo.
Thank you, JoJo. We're going to get back to this Shad show.
Absolutely.
Thanks for being a real one out here. You know your Canadian music history and your black history, yo. Shout out February greatness, yo. You're from one real one to another. We love you.
Absolutely. You know what I'm saying? Shad show, let's get it.
Yo, you know what? He's someone I feel I sense that we may be collaborating with him a little more. You know what I mean?
I would like that.
He has the right energy, and we need that youthful energy. Who's like, but he's also tapped in. Like he's kind of giving old soul vibes. You know what I'm saying? So
no doubt. No, that dude seems like he's 25 going on 45, man.
Right. You know what I mean? So
man. This guy knows the lyrics as much as we do, and he knew all of Shad's catalog, and I'm like, doesn't matter, like if doesn't matter what age you are, if you're aware of the greatness of Shad, you have impeccable music taste. And
big facts, man.
Yeah. From 7 to 77.
Yep. Yeah, man. Oh, that's definitely fire. But that just kind of gives people a little glimpse of like the energy and the kind of the demographic that Shad brings out. Like I feel like Shad brings out like the thinking, people who want to discuss stuff and talk about things, and and who really like value like the essence of hip hop, So it
A
was just really
thousand,
good to see.
1,000%. That's exactly what it is. Like, man, more so than almost anybody else out there. Shad's always got messages and always dropping jewels on the state of the world, and it's always just people who are concerned about community and the culture
Yeah,
and their own state of consciousness. So it's great. It's great
yeah,
to see
that's
that
it.
still. It's great to see that still in hip hop.
True
And
indeed.
real quick shout out to that opening act. Yeah, that I was so impressed with that, son. I was
Yo,
blown away by that.
yes, man. Like, no, I was really impressed. And what I liked about him even more is that he didn't really talk too much. He really just let the music speak for itself.
Yeah.
Which was so dope. Like he was very like small words. He's like, I'm just gonna do my thing. But then, after when the crowd like started opening up to him and would just fully embrace him, then he kind of like, freed up a bit and he was like, okay, man, we cozy, man, we good. Toronto showing love. Because you never know him coming from Windsor, Toronto, you know what I'm saying? Like you just never know sometimes, right? So, but hey, man, he got like the red carpet entrance and all the support. And I got footage of you really jamming to his music. Like you were just like locked in, man. Like you were really like his music was like activating all the chakras or something, man. But you were just going in, man.
Oh man, there was a couple of times where that kid, like I was really impressed because what he did, it's pretty rare. He was live playing his MPC while singing.
Wow.
And people, yeah, I don't see that too often.
Right.
I've seen a lot of incarnations and stuff, and there's a lot of people rocking the NPCs,
Right.
but then sometimes they rap on it, which is great, but that's kind
Yeah.
of rare. And there's the occasional person. There's Anderson Pack and even Death Grips. Some of those cats, they do live drumming with drumsticks and they're rapping at the same time, which is very rare. But I've very rarely seen somebody do NPC live drumming while singing. And the timing was perfect. It was great music. And I'm saying all this to say, like, I could hear some of his influences here and there as far as him being a sample based producer. He's like, yo, I come from the school of I love my little Dilla vibe here, but like I'm not gonna bite Dilla. You can just tell that Dilla taught me how to rock this. And then there's a time there's two joints that were obvious homages to Kanye, but he was just doing his own version of
Yes, you're right.
Kanye.
Yeah, yeah,
I
yeah.
was like, yo, this is real producers know how to do this because Kanye, took it from Pete Rock, but did his own
Exactly.
thing.
Yeah,
And you're
yeah.
taking from Kanye, but doing your own thing. And I fucks with it.
Yeah, no, I was impressed, man. That was definitely a vibe. What's that artist name again?
That son.
That son, from Windsor, man. Y'all go check out his music. Incredible vibe. And just like just from an aura perspective, I always like those like quiet strength type of energies. Like he's one of those guys that would just blend in the crowd. Like you wouldn't stand out and whatnot until he gets on stage and does his thing, man. So big up to him for sure.
That's real.
Yeah, man. Yeah, man. Well, moving on to like hip hop news, then we're gonna like wrap up, man. There's a lot of things that's happening in the culture right now. I know you mentioned about T.I. and 50 Cent and his son and all kinds of back and forthness. Like I know you did like a somewhat of a deep dive on that, man. Why don't you build for us?
Yeah, real quick. I mean, so it kind of popped off because T.I. and 50 Cent were supposed to do a verses a little while ago, and then 50 Cent kind of had a corny reason. He backed out because he said apparently T.I. announced it too soon or something like that, and T.I. was like, "Yo, come on, like, yo, we're supposed to do this," and then there's been other reasons why they've had just little bickerings back and forth, little petty back and forth shots, and then 50 said something about T.I.'s wife at some point, and just like made a very rude comment about Tiny, and then like 50's son just recently said some very, very offensive, horrible stuff, telling like 50, you need to dig up your mom and blah, blah, blah.
Oh, these youths love doing that, man. They love saying that though.
I know. I hate when they go
I
that
love
far.
that.
It's ridiculous, absurd, like just obnoxious and blasphemous and way too far over the line. But like But that being said, Ti officially, just 2 days ago was like, all right, I'm just gonna take it back to the old school and just drop a diss record on 50 Cent, and
Wow,
it's fire. It is 100% fire. It's
that's
full of
crazy.
a bunch of facts. He talks about a bunch of L's that 50's taken over the years. He talks about, yo, you're a bully. He talks about, yo, you're, like, you fight cheap, and yo, there's just a bunch of lines that are pretty. There's a one real hard line where he's like, you can't respond in memes. This is something you're gonna have to rap about,
Oh
and
my.
and he's like, if you don't rap, that means you're not defending your legacy. And he's like, if you're not going to defend your legacy, what kind of person are you?
Wow.
Like,
Oh man.
it's like a haymaker. Like, everybody knows 50 is king of trolling, king of memes, and Ti just calls him out for all that. And he's like, yo, this time, he's like, I'm not some like little idiot on the internet that you could just do a little dumb joke about.
Right.
I am a rap star, and like, we have official beef. This isn't over nothing.
Right.
Like, not only that, like, you diss my wife too. So like, I'm going at you, son. Like,
Yeah.
I really got ammunition, and I'm not gonna play your game. Let's rap, beat,
Yeah.
hook, like this record,
And you
and
know what?
streets are like feeling
Woo!
it. The streets are like, okay, this is real. The response is very good. I'm seeing lots of people being like, Ti slapped 50 right now, and 50 got like,
Yeah.
what 50 gonna do? You got to do something.
Yeah, no, it's really interesting, like as you describe it, right? Because you're talking about a whole entire family being involved, and the whole family's musical, so that speaks to something. But it's like, when I think of like just general black like representation, especially in hip hop and the media, man, like there's always this like brand of like conflict
Yeah,
and like tension and whatnot, but it's also done in this way where there's like an attack on like the black family as well. You know what I'm saying? Like that's always been like some type of like tactic to like break down or destroy. So just off the strength of like Ti, his wife and son there doing their thing, like to me, like that's like revolutionary. It's like the whole family is coming together. And I saw like a video recently where it's like Ti and he's like where is he? Ti is at like a dinner and he's like rapping with his family and all these different things and whatnot. And just from an image perspective, I'm like, yo, like that's real wealth. Like, you can have all the money in the world and all the television series and whatnot, but like to sit at table with like family that actually wants to be around you, that actually loves you and supports you and whatnot, like that's real wealth right there.
yep,
So at the end of the day, like like him standing up for his family and having his son come up, I mean, that's it's an interesting thing, but it's just unfortunate that this has to be like the playground. Like we always got to be at odds and clashing, like the relationships between black men, black women, and child. And I don't rock with none of that, So any kind of like tactics, I see that as a divisive tactic of the powers that be and whatnot, and us just kind of like fall into this loop, you know what I mean? Like that we just seem to have struggles getting out of. But that's my like social observation on that.
you're
But
you're, you're
as
ab-
much as much as I like 50 cents meme tactics and trolling, like he knows how to capitalize off of attention currency and whatnot. But in this case, based on what is being described, just based off of morals and integrity and things of that nature, like I'm rocking with the family, yo. You know what I'm saying? I'm rocking with the
oh,
family on this one.
oh, I'm rocking with Ti for sure on this one. Like, like, 50's got, yeah, 50's had his moments, and there's been times where I've sided with him for sure. But you're absolutely right, and Ti is smart enough. It's like this is a real clash of the titans, because Ti was smart enough in the beginning of the record. He's like, let's not even keep it to guns. He goes, I'd rather stab you and then punch you, and like that's part of the. He's like, nah. He's like, and he's just being like, let's not make this a gun thing. Let's keep this a rap thing. And he's like, even if it's violent, I'll punch you or stab you. Which, this is also not great, but but like just to kind of keep it rational, and then he like lists off. He's like, "Yo, Ja Rule and Murder Inc. fucked you up. Fat Joe fucked you up. Jadakiss fucked you up. Cameron fucked." Like he's just listing, and he's like, and one thing that he puts on record that I'm like, yes, talk about it. He's like, when you clashed with Kanye beat you in that Billboard thing, and like that was a moment, because I haven't even said this in many years, and I felt like that was a very pivotal moment in the culture where people's word stopped meaning things, because because when Graduation and Curtis had the clash, they said 50 the deal was whoever lost that was supposed to retire. That was the clash. That was the deal. And it was like at a strange point. They were kind of early in their career, but that was the beef. And people thought that, like, hey, yeah, like 50 like never lost any beef. Like, what if he takes out Kanye and hey, if Kanye retires, whatever, he'll be a producer. Who knows? But like 50 lost by like 200,000 or 300,000 records. He lost mad, and like Kanye way outsold him, and 50 was like, okay, I lost. I'm gonna keep rapping, whatever. And people were like, okay, well, and I was like, yo, dude, like, you just didn't keep your word. And that was, I just saw, for me at that time, I saw the culture just people. I'm like, people just run their mouths and whatever. So T.I. brought it up again and put it on record. He's like, yeah, remember when you lost to Kanye? And I was like, yeah, I do. So you're absolutely right in every way. And like, the family has every right to respond. And this will be interesting because, yeah, everybody, the streets are already talking. They're like, 50 can't meme his way out of this.
Yeah, it's going to be really, really interesting, but again, I'm sure like 50 will still find ways to capitalize this and then, redirect like the attention to one of his products, because that's what he always does. Every time I see like a post or whatever, there's always like whatever brand cognac or whatever he's selling, so. But hey, man, it's all good. It's all good.
Yeah. Well, let's see what happens.
Yeah, like other things that's happening in somewhat hip hop news is we mentioned about the Drake OVO McDonald's combo, which is like a junior chicken with poutine and some like blue freezy type beverage. that's what people are saying. It's like, yo, it tastes like the blue freezy.
Amazing. Yeah, I gotta run up in the Queen and Spadina McDonald's and just and get me an OVO cup.
Yeah, like I might do that just for the culture, but I stopped eating McDonald's like years ago. Like me and my kids know, like, we ain't doing that. That's just we off that now. We off that.
That's really good that you raised your kids better than to eat McDonald's. There's just better, even fast food options.
There's way better. No, like, don't get me wrong. Like, I've spent many years eating McDonald's. Like, I'm not going to pretend like I didn't. You know what I'm saying? Like,
yo, McDonald's was my first job in life, man. I can't tell you. Yo, I saw a thing that said something like 1 or 8 or 1 in 9 Americans have worked at McDonald's in their life.
Yeah,
and like, I've eaten enough McDonald's food in my life, but I'm saying, like, I know, like, no, that was my younger days.
Yeah,
we can do better than that.
No,
but that being said, that being said, I occasionally will get a McDonald's collectible. I'm silly like that. Like, sometimes they have random things, and
yeah, you know what? Because I was gonna say, like, people are actually selling the cups like online for, I don't know, like a lot of money. I saw some like ridiculous like $600, $2,000 for paper cups, and they're not even collectible. That's one thing I gotta say, man. This should have been at least like
you saw it for that much?
No, on like eBay. I'm pretty sure it's like ridiculous. I don't think anyone's actually buying it like that, but someone posted on eBay for like 2,000.
Wow.
So and to me, they're just paper cups. You know what I'm saying? Like, it's if they were collectibles, I think that would have been a lot cooler. he probably could have sold that combo for $20. You know, I think people would have bought it for the collectible OVO cup.
Yeah, for real. If there was like some kind of little figurine or like some kind of like a trinket,
Yo, that would have been cool.
yeah,
Or if they did, like an OVO like Monopoly like collabo or something. Like I can see that like popping off, you know, because
yeah,
Drake's into gambling and whatever.
yeah,
Might
exactly,
as
right
well.
there, like a piece right there. Yeah, I
Might
mean,
as well. Like if that's what you're
yeah,
dealing with, you know. So
yo, for real, and yeah, yeah. I mean,
might as well.
something that could be maybe family friendly.
Yeah, yeah.
not to, not to get the kids on gambling too early.
Listen, man. Yo, hey, listen. You know when I used to eat McDonald's, yo, Monopoly was crazy, man. And you know, I'm going back to the days where like combos were under $5. Like, you know, for some of the new
Oh,
heads, remember
right.
like when the combo was like it was like $3.99 plus tax, which was like
427
$4.27.
and dog 427. I cannot tell you how many times I punched in $3.99 combos plus the tax. I can't tell you how
Bro.
much that number is burnt into my. That's what that's what it was when I was working there.
Okay,
That's what I'm
so
saying. Like I ate those combos for lunch, and then I would punch that number in after school when I was doing that shift. So I'm telling you, I am
like I
that,
said, man,
that
that's
math is burnt into my psyche.
yo. That was the times, man. You know what I'm saying? And then, like, you know, if you want to add a little extra, you get like the large fries, and it's still like, you know, like under $5
Yeah,
or
it was
whatever.
still under $5 for the large fries. Yo, even at that time was I worked there, and that McDonald's had pizza at that time. Man.
Right. Yo, man. And then when you get like the what do you call it? You know, the Monopoly pieces or whatever, and then sometimes you get like a free burger or fries or you know hot chocolate or whatever. So I
Yes.
was always just racking them in, man. I was racking in those points, man. I was like, I just
Uh,
wanted to win something, man. You know?
no doubt. Oh, no doubt. Yeah, man.
Yeah, man.
Those
Good
days.
old days, man. But you know, we have to evolve, and you know, at some point, you know, like health becomes wealth, and you realize that, look, man, you know, we got to put in that proper fuel. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah. I mean, hell, like a Harvey's burger is better than a McDonald's burger if you're
I'd
gonna.
rather a Harvey's burger. Actually, out of
Yeah,
all the fast foods, like that one, I would say probably tastes the most realist.
yeah, exactly. If you're on the go and you like, I want
Or
quick
I agree. I agree.
yeah, it's like, yo, so like there's just better options. But even like there's even Blicks or whatever, like
Yeah.
just way better varieties of
Well,
fast food than McDonald's.
yeah. Now they have now we have like a lot of American joints. So there's what do you call it, like Shake Shack,
Shake
which
Shack,
is
exactly.
popping. Like I haven't actually no, I did try, you know, some of their stuff. I mean, to
I
me
tried
it's
okay.
yeah, like to me it's just okay. Like it just tastes like American fast food. Like they're all like if you go to one, you've pretty much gone to all of them. They I don't know, they just kind of
Yeah,
feel the same to me.
Shake Shack is basically like Five Guys,
Yeah,
and yeah, they're not much different from each other,
yeah,
and
yeah.
yeah, they're just like, hey, they have a little bit more real vegetables than McDonald's and
Yeah.
whatever. So, but McDonald's is just, yeah, it's just got a formula that has. I mean, I've been seeing some of the reasons why it locked in so well. It's
Mhm.
just I know for sure working there, it's got a like it's just got a like it's got a formula that locks into certain food like craving, and it's just like a drug.
Okay.
Another thing is two things I'll raise quick is one, they were that's why they had all this stuff, Ronald McDonald's and the McDonald, like, you know, Hamburglar and Cricket
Yeah.
and all that. So it's like, hey, once you get people when they're kids, you have people eating McDonald's when they're kids, and they just grow up with it and they just eat it for their whole life. So that's
They
one
got it.
reason why they did. Yeah, so that's one massive thing McDonald's did, and like most of the other food chains never really had Ronald McDonald like mascots like
Yeah.
that. Um,
That's
but
so
also,
true.
you know,
Wow.
another thing that yeah, they used to even put some tobacco in their coffee. And they had, yeah, man, they actually had to reduce. They would put tobacco in their coffee because they in the mornings. I can't tell you how
Crack.
the crack The crack. When you would get I work morning shift. I can tell you the different levels of working night shifts and working on the drive-through is a level of crazy that's different than working in the morning shifts. I'm telling you, the people that would come in for a double
Morning, they need
double
that.
is
Yeah,
a double. I
double
can't
double.
tell you the anger, the fury, the fucking crack energy of give me my McDonald's fucking coffee
Yes.
with 2 milks and 2 sugars. It's like literal crack addiction. Same people would come every morning. It's just like, and it would just be
Wow.
like, this is another crack. Like, sir, this isn't even food. This is just, you're serving custies. Like, this is like 60% food, 30% addiction, drug.
Crazy,
And
man.
yeah, McDonald's is just like half drug, half food. And like, I'm like, I smelled it, I tasted it, I was addicted to it because it was my work, and like I just saw like the drug game in motion through it.
Mad.
Yeah. Anyway,
You
that's
gotta switch it up. No, that this reminds me of like how like Tim Hortons was until they fell off. And as you say that, that's so true because I haven't had McDonald's coffee in a while though, but there was a part where I would go to McDonald's specifically for the coffee because like you said, man, it just hit different. Like it just, I mean, I didn't taste no tobacco or anything like that, but it just hit different. I was like, yeah, I got that jolt that I was looking for. You know what I'm saying? Like maybe that was the reason.
they formulated that shit. That's what I'm saying.
Yeah.
They crafted that shit to hit your mouth like that.
And it felt good in the morning. It's true. Like especially when it's like I like my coffee like hot. And I usually don't even drink the whole thing. Like I drink like maybe like 1/3 of my coffee, like or maybe need like an espresso or something like that. But I like a couple sips hot and then boom, that's it.
Oh man, they planned that. Yeah, man, that's how they did it. And they got millions of people on that hooked.
Man. Wild, yo. Wild, I tell you.
Yeah.
Wild.
So my Mick rant is done. But yo,
All right. Well, it's all good, man. We can, sign off like that. I don't know anything else that's coming up, in the near future, but we keep posted for that.
yeah, I think maybe the nearest thing coming up is Jay Electronica is coming. He starts his tour in Toronto, yo. I think the first show is March 13th.
Oh.
Yeah, it's like a 20-city tour as far as I know. But the first date is Toronto. I'm like, yeah, bro, start it here. I'm like,
well, you know, man.
I'm like, the energy you get here is real. Like, you starting it on a level, dog. You know it. Like, we real ones, man. Like, straight goods.
Well, I'm definitely going to talk to the brother, Born King, man, to see what we could,
we linking with
that.
him again. We linking with him again. I've seen Jay Electronica more than once, and I've met him more than once. And like, I gotta reconnect with the God.
That's peace, man.
We gotta do that. We all gonna be in alignment.
That's peace.
Yeah.
All right, man. So I guess we'll sign off like that. Peace,
right.
Everyone tapped in. It's all love, peace, and blessings. And man, that's how we do it, man. Every week.
Peace and love, for real, for real. Thanks for dealing with the glitches. Mercury retrograde can't stop us. We just keep adjusting and moving and grooving and doing.
That's it, man. All right.